Whatever! Oh, I should have saved. I really should have saved. Okay, let's hope one of two things happens. Blast off. Why are you saying blast off?
Why are you saying blast off?
Okay, good.
Wow.
Whew. Another good example of, gee, a bunch of newbie fucks with no supervision made this game. Random fucking elements have no place. Okay? Why the fuck would you have complete random number generation? This isn't fucking Pokemon. RNG has no place in a Mega Man video game. Okay.
Well.
Don't fucking qualify what I said.
A
So,
lot of things call on the random number.
don't tell me that.
Okay. And
So,
quite often,
The
much like the term invisible wall, what people like to call random number generation is not
in fact random. It's like that story of like they had to make the shuffle feature on the iPod less random
Yeah.
so that people would think it was more random.
Yes.
Because pure random sometimes has the same song play 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice just fall that way.
Yeah.
But it seems less random if it does that.
Yes.
Or even playing songs like in sequence, like on an album track. If 2 songs that are in order on an album play that song and then that song and it's on shuffle, that can happen. It is random, but it doesn't seem random.
Yeah.
So anyway, the alternate dialogue you can get depending on when you decide to fight the bosses, which is so interesting to me. If you fight Grizzly Slash after firing the Enigma and you don't have to get the parts from him anymore, this is his dialogue. He's like, why the fuck did you come here? Well, anyway, I'm infected by the virus. Want to fight?
Anyway.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And if you fight Squid Adler after firing the Enigma and thus not needing whatever it is we came here for, he's already infected and just being a crazy maverick dude. Darn, he's already become a maverick. So I've lost another comrade. Have I lost everything? I don't want to have to fight you.
Only the
Oh, poor X.
on my arm knows for sure.
Exactly. Did to Octopardo. And then Duff McWhalen. Are you hot? Do you want to grab the fan?
No, okay.
Okay. It's getting steamy in here.
I mean, I got a really thick unit.
The
But...
sea is already dead. X, I'm a man of the sea. I want to share the same destiny as the ocean. I think it's gonna be fine, dude. I mean, like, it's a robot virus.
And you're Duff McWhalen.
Like, all things considered, I don't think a computer virus is gonna fuck up the ecosystem.
Is no one making a program, like a virus protection thing? Like kill
There's
CIH?
there's no firewalls in
McAfee
the ocean,
antivirus?
Nick. We have to sell McAfee at work. I fucking hate it.
McAfee antivirus.
No one wants this. Woo. I'm feeling an urge to attack you. Doctor. I need a doctor. Oh. I'm not a doctor, but I think I might be able to help. No simple symptom. My diagnosis is that no one has been holding on to those clips for months.
That's not how the song goes.
No simple symptom. Well, I'm gonna do this one because I need the weapon for backtracking. Weapon? What do you prescribe? Love's the only medicine. Is this a lie? No, take 3 of these a day. Oh, I think I'm cured. Cool. Are you alright on your own? Oh, I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway.
Moving on.
So we're fighting,
Take me to your leader. Moving along.
The dinosaur who has green tits just like Zero again.
Mm-hmm. Remember back in the 90s when everyone was getting green tits?
Yes.
Cool.
Remember the Green Power Ranger?
No.
Remember?
I assume there had to have been a green Power Ranger because they had all the basic colors.
Well, and it started out. They got them later.
Well, I mean, like at some point.
Eventually.
It started with the primary color.
Yeah, like black. That sounded so douchebaggy. For like no reason. Shut up, Alia! God damn it, you're so aggravating.
Why is your name a word with a missing letter?
God, it's so hard talking about the stuff in this game that, like, requires awareness of stuff that happens in Mega Man Zero.
It's hard to, you know, it's hard being a single mom, especially when you're a 27-year-old guy.
Like, just, you know, terminology alone is very difficult. Like, I could talk about how the implications of Seal, or Sile, whatever the fuck her name is, it's implied that she's, like, sort of, kind of a descendant of Alia, even though that doesn't make any fucking sense, because Alia's a fucking robot and Seal's a human. I'm just gonna call her Seal, because you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about yet. It's gonna be really funny. When we get to that point, and I'm gonna spend, like, 30 minutes not knowing how the fuck her name's pronounced. Whatever, I don't know how Alia's name pronounced either, but her name's made up. All these weird-ass Japanese fucking names, like X. Not a cat named X. He was a kitty. Pretty sure I have to come back to this level later anyway, so I'm just gonna get the weapon part now. Ah, fuck. God damn it. How are the bats flying underneath the lava? That's bullshit and you know it, Capcom. Yeah, don't accidentally fall out of this ride armor, which is very easy to do, or have the ride armor blow up, which is also an easy thing to do. Because if you do, guess what? You're instantly fucking dead. That's what I'm talking about, like, the Mega Man games, generally, are all very difficult games, obviously. And the Mega Man X games, no less so. But you can always kind of tell when the people who make any specific Mega Man game do or don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because you play Mega Man 1, and that was their first game, and they basically got halfway through it before Capcom was like, whatever, just get it over with, and get it finished. And that game is very poorly designed, actually. But then you got Mega Man 2, where they literally just made it as a labor of love, because they were like, Capcom, please just let us make a real video game, please, for the love of God. It was made by people who worked on Mega Man 1, and were like, please, please let us make the game. So it was literally made by people who had, like, learned from their mistakes and wanted to actually make a good video game. And then you go, like, to Mega Man X3, which was farmed out to another developer and wasn't even made by Capcom. Like, the actual Capcom dudes. And that game is not very well designed. And then you go to Mega Man X4, which is probably the best game of the franchise, and had a budget with, like, actual animated cutscenes and stuff. And then you go to this game, which was made without any supervision from Keiji Inafune by a team who apparently was probably very new and inexperienced, roughly speaking. And, like, stuff just kind of tends to make sense. It's impossible for me to play these games and not try and, like, think about the behind the scenes, you know? It's hard not to think about, like, you know, I can... That's not to say I can't... Oh, I'm incapable of, like, some people talk about that, like fucking the chuckle fucks from Red Letter Media. Hold on. A secret warehouse for weapons. What's happened to the Earth? Now give it to me. That's what you expect me to hear, right? You know nobody will obey like that. So don't fight. Always unfortunately give it to you. That's what you have the guts to. Why do Reploids always have to fight each other? Darn. Do I have to fight again? Just like always. What does that fucking mean? Right, this one. Fuck you. Wait, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what's up now. Whatever, I never really take weaknesses into account for this one. For various reasons. You really don't need the weaknesses for any of the bosses in this game to beat them very easily. Fuck! Either because you're playing a Zero and just fucking eviscerating everything with the dash fucking combo, or you're using X with the 4th armor and just using the charge shot. Anyway, like, you have chucklefucks like fucking the guys from Red Alert Media who are like, they watch a movie and they look at it like they're assessing parts on a lawnmower. You know, they don't actually watch a movie. They are watching a series of images flickering on screen and going like, oh, the camera placement. Like, they're not looking at it as a piece of... They're not looking at it as a story to be engaged with. They're looking at it as a piece of media to be picked apart. You know, you have stuff like that. And then you have people who, like, try and, like, break down a story in terms of, like, what it means, you know. Like, what's the symbolism, you know, the high school literature teacher mentality, or what have you. Seeing this already, even though we haven't played as Zero during this playthrough. Have not played as Zero, so this scene kind of comes out of nowhere and has no context. I think you're weak to fire. And then there's people who just take the story at face value. And just take it like, this is what the story told me to think. So that is what I think. Guns N' Roses in the background. I try and do, like, a blend of all three, you know? Like, when I play a game or whatever, I do think about, you know, the people sitting in the chair who made the game. But it's not like that's the only fucking thing. That's not this single fucking lens of interpretation that I take. You can take a thing on its own merits and also at the same... You can have two different thoughts about something at the same time. You can think about things in layers. Have a brain like an onion, you fucking scrubs. But the point that I was trying to make was, it's impossible for me to... It's hard to do when you're not here. I got used to you being here, and now when you're not here, it's hard.
Well, I came as close as possible without actually doing it to legitimately shitting on a closed toilet seat. That was so close. I just thought I had to share that with someone. Because, like, it was...
we were all in suspense.
You really should be, and I'm glad to be able to calm all of your nerves, because, like, I was laughing really hard because it was
almost
so
shit
close
on the actual toilet.
It was at the last
Not
second.
in.
No.
On.
And it was at the last second that I averted disaster. I'm back now.
I haven't, like, done solo commentary in a long time. It's hard.
Hard.
I got used to having you here.
Bounce ideas and dicks off of.
Yeah, especially the dicks.
Oh god, the dicks.
Anyway, let us allow Axel the Red. Why am I calling that? That's his actual name. No. Who am I thinking of? Axel Red here. No, is it Axel the Red? God damn, that original release was so stupid. Nothing.
Nothing. Muffins.
Otherwise, I'll call the Maverick Hunters.
Call your mom.
Do as you wish.
Bitch.
I told you, you can't get it so easily. You have to fight me for it. That's the easiest way to persuade you, so be it. X is stone fucking cold, dude.
God damn. That was quick.
So what I was trying to talk about was, it's impossible for me to not take, like, future knowledge into account, I guess. Like, with the, like... I can't go back and, like, pretend that we don't know that Keiji Inafune is full of shit now.
Yes.
When thinking about this game.
Yes.
We can't go back to the innocent time.
Cat's out of the bagel now.
When fucking Capcom was evil and Keiji Inafune was the purest of heroes. Like, it's so... like, the clarity that it brings to know that Keiji Inafune was full of shit all along cannot be overstated.
Yes.
So much of this game is now explained by knowing that Keiji Inafune is full of shit.
Lick my toe as you pass by? It's like a drive-by licking.
Fucking weird-ass cat.
Everything is forever colored.
By the fact. By the revelation, in fact.
Yes.
The Resident Evil Revelaton.
Revelaton.
Of Keiji
That's what I'm
Inafune
telling you.
being full of shit.
Shit.
This again for no reason. For the second time!
Of 9.
Like you say, oh, this was originally going to be the last game. How do you fucking explain this character? After this boss fight wherein you do not kill him, he just fucks off! Nice to see you again. No. Go away. Just try to sneeze. Yee. It has a sneeze! Oh, there's nothing worse than having a sneeze and not being able to. Like, this fucking dude comes out of fucking nowhere and just, like, has... Like, he's the character that we are first introduced to in the first cutscene of the fucking game. And... oh, fuck. And you beat him on this boss fight, and then he's just gone. He doesn't die, you don't kill him, he just fucks off, and then he's never brought up ever again. There's no resolution of this guy's character. Yeah, the finale of the Mega Man X series. Just leaves this dangling fucking plot hole. This walking abomination.
This talking penis.
This talking penis.
You know. Hey. Is that so?
Like, they made a whole supporting cast of characters who kind of do nothing in this game. Like, you could...
a lot of setup for
you
no
could
payoff.
you could cut Alia and Cygnus and all them and lose absolutely nothing.
All them there.
They invented all these new characters, they created this mid-boss who has no payoff. Like, so much of this was, okay, we'll do more of this in the next game. We'll do more with this in the next game. Oh, we'll have a resolution to this character in the next game. This character will come back, will eventually reveal more about Alia in the next game. So you can't fucking tell me that this was originally going to be the last one. Because it clearly wasn't. How do I know that? Because I played it! I think it's just one of those things where, like, someone said it, and now it's universally accepted as truth.
Yep.
Because, like, someone said it with no source, with no, like, real foundation. Like, they came to a conclusion, and then they cherry-picked things in support of it.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, I had an example, but... I got a situation going over here. Shut up, Alia! Oh, there we go. Cygnus. Damn, if he's not dying, he's falling asleep. It's always the same with that guy. Yeah, fuck. So, what do we do? Oh, shit.
Whoa. Rambunctious.
The timing.
It must be perfect.
A lot of old PS1 games have, like, backgrounds that just give me a fucking headache.
Yeah, that's a weird trend.
Like, look at what we can do with this new graphics technology at our disposal. We can give people seizures in whole new ways.
Ooh.
People fucking look back on that Porygon episode of Pokemon that got banned in China and think, oh, how quaint it was. What's another example of, like, a thing that people just started saying even though it's not true?
I know, there are a lot of those, and I was trying to think of one.
Because, like, there's another one I was... It's fucking Mega Man Zero, the art style change. Eventually we'll get around to expanding on that. But it's just one of those things where, like, someone said it at one point, and everyone just goes, oh yeah, okay. Yeah. And then I don't think. Just stop using your own brain.
Yeah.
No source. I have the fucking art book. There's no part in that art book where they go, yeah, so we changed the way Zero looks, but he's still supposed to look the same way. Just pretend that he looks the same. X is wearing a different costume, but you're supposed to pretend Zero looks the same. Fuck off. How am I not dead after that? God damn you, grasshopper. Or whatever you are. Dragonfly. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Just so much, like, genuinely not good game design. I don't want to talk about Sonic again, because I always just inevitably go back to Sonic.
That's true.
That is just where I keep going in life. Oh god, this shit again. Okay, so this is aggravating. Ah, fucking jeez. Yep. Oh, come on. Ah. Son of let's make it easier. This is so awful. I did it.
You did.
Did it the whole time.
First try.
Yes. But there's so much in this game that is, like, genuinely just... That is bad level design. That is bad Mega Man level design. You can't do that in a Mega Man game and then tell me that that's okay to do.
That's what works in Arrow the Acrobat.
Yes!
Does not necessarily work in Mega Man X.
Exactly. So it's Squeaky Boy, once again. I've been waiting for you. Hey, can't you understand the urgency of a present situation? That is just such a weird line.
That's a weird way to say that.
Who cares? I don't take orders from anyone. The word Sigma means nothing to me. I'll destroy all Mavericks like you. Just the immediacy to which they resort to, oh, you've got to be killed, when it comes to fucking Acrobat Boy here. Arrow the Acrobat.
Arrow the Acrobat.
Like, why? Like, he's not even doing anything. And both of them, in every possible situation, is like, gotta fucking kill that guy! What did he do that's so offensive? Who's weak to this weapon? Oh, Jesus. That answers that. God, the invincibility frames are so ridiculous. Look at how long that takes. That takes so fucking long to wear off. Now, I really actually don't like Mega Man X5, but... Like, okay, so the original plan I had, and kind of still is is that we're gonna play Mega Man X 1 through 5, and then go straight over to Mega Man 0. Not because, kind of because people liked to say, I guess they still kind of do, like, no one really talks about it anymore. They should. But people like to say that, like, this was supposed to be the last one, and they had to rewrite the ending of Mega Man 0. And it's like, I kind of wanted to be like, that's full of shit. Like, look, go straight from X5 into 0 and explain what he supposedly had to change. And be like, that's nonsensical. Look. I did the thing, and it didn't make sense. How does the ending of this game lead into any permutation, any possible version of the plot of Mega Man 0? It doesn't. You're nonsensically full of shit. You're 8 flavors of full of bullshit, sir. But also, Mega Man X6 is just really, really fucking bad. It's actually probably the worst game I've ever played. And there's a lot of them. So I just really don't want to play it. Shit! Fuck. Sorry. And 7, to a minor degree. X8's pretty good. Might come back to that at one point in the future. Oh, I cannot believe I did it. That shit is rather difficult, sir. Sir. You're making a scene, sir. Sir. You cannot have my smokes. Oh, yee. Oh, yee.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, this is Soup. So, like, it was always the plan to finish Mega Man X5 and then be like, okay, we're done with the Mega Man X series. But I still don't really like this game. I still don't think this is a good one to end on. It's not like this is a strong entry and like Mega Man X would have ended on a high note. You know, oh, damn those Capcom bastards for running Mega Man X into the ground. Like, no, this is still kind of ending on a shitty note either way. It's not a great video game. There's just a lot wrong with it. There's a lot about this game that's just not good. See, watch this. Oh, you're dead. That's good game design. Maybe don't have, like, the... Maybe if you're like, oh, I'm gonna... Maybe if the little narrative of this was gonna be the last one, Keiji Inafune wanted to end the series and start making Mega Man 0, and, like, have the plot of Mega Man 0 be a sequel to Mega Man blah blah blah. Maybe he should have fucking worked on the fucking game then. Maybe he should have actually helped them make it.
Maybe.
And, like, have it have a definitive conclusion. Which it... Fucking Alia. And tell them to not have fucking Alia fucking interrupt the gameplay every 3 goddamn seconds.
Freaking fuckers.
Like, there's Alia being a shit. There's just the really bad placement of spikes. It's like, you know those levels of, like, Mario Maker or Kaizo ROM hacks of Mario, where it's like, it's just pointlessly difficult for the sake of being difficult.
Yeah.
Like, it's not difficult, but, like, ingeniously well-designed.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit bloopers out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And, like, stupid there's no rhyme or reason, it's just really hard. Because, oh, Mega Man's really hard, right? Oh. Like, no.
Oh.
It actually needs to be good, though.
Hard doesn't equal good.
Good doesn't equal hard.
But it can be both at the same time.
It can, in fact, be a good hard dick.